what is important here in this particular conference is decision making. There's another fallacy being spread that we need a new legal instrument. Well, a decision is a legal instrument. A court decision is binding. An executive decision is binding. A legal instrument means that you as civil society are choosing that there shall be no actions for another 15 to 20 years. Think about the journey from the Stockholm Conference to the UNFCCC. How many years did it take the environmentalists to convince many decision makers that the right action on environment is actually to pursue, or is the pursuit of a greener, low carbon emissions? And I would say this, and I would have never thought that one day I would accuse a civil society of such a thing. Dividing the G77, or helping divide G77, is simply something that should be left to the CIAs, the KGBs, and the rest. It's mind-boggling. And I say this having been the beneficiary of absolute support from civil society. Many of you may not know this. I come from Southern Sudan. We've been through wars for almost 90% of our lives since independence. So I'm not sure what happened exactly to the civil society that I know, or at least knew. The United States people, the United States civil society have a very important role to play. One reason is because the United States is P1. Another reason is because the United States is the greatest emitter, historically and by per capita. And it is important because it wields huge power, both of influence and of signaling direction. And that basically what led us to conclude and call upon President Obama to join the Kyoto Protocol. We understand the difficulties he is in. A deep sense of conservative isolationism. It's an American phenomenon that you all know. The United States was reluctant to do anything during the catastrophe of the Second World War until Churchill managed to persuade them to join in. But when they joined, peace prevailed and came into existence in Europe. They have this notion of exceptionalism. And that I think this day is to think of ourselves as one human family. Analysis makes one conclude that the problem is not with the Congress. The problem is with the conservative laggard of an industrial complex. So you have to play an important role to persuade your congressmen to move forward. Join hands with those 18 who wrote a letter to President Obama to join and preserve Kyoto Protocol. And I want to say something else. We should stop equally pushing this notion that the world must continue along a conflict and misguided sense of competition between the Occidentals and the Orientals. That China is the obstacle to it here. Three things we say about China, and you all know about it. There are more poor people in China than the entire of Africa. The only way to help China reduce rapidly its emissions is to help it through transfer of technology. Rapid transfer of technology in order to reduce emissions. Because the third leg of this argument, the poor Chinese have a right